or lease from in the morning.
Hello and welcome to Paratalk with the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers. Paratalk podcast contains explicit language, scary content, and adult humor. Parental discretion is advised.
It's time, once again, to join the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers for Paratalk. A wide-ranging, open discussion covering everything from UFOs to psychic phenomena, cryptozoology, to paranormal encounters. Do you have a question? Or perhaps you have an experience to share? Email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. That's 865-264-0448. And now, here's your host, Stephen Brown, with fellow ETGS members Steve Wiseman, Andrea Brown, Jesse Arms, Elsie Adams, and me, Mike Howard. Sit back, relax, and open your mind. It's time for Paratalk.
Hello and happy Friday the 13th from all of us here at Paratalk. So, this week, we actually had a topic sent in by one of our listeners, and we're totally stoked about that. So, our topic this week will be paranormal protection. And joining me in the studio this week, as always, I have the one and only Miss Andrea Brown.
Hello.
Hello, Andrea.
How is everyone?
If I am everyone, I am fine.
Well, good.
Good. And with us, the one and only person who can give us all the in-depth stuff on paranormal protection.
Kind of a,
Kind of her thing. Yeah.
I don't know about all.
Oh, yeah.
kind of a genius.
Yeah.
She's kind of a genius.
Yeah.
I mean, don't spread that around. They'll want me to work harder.
We have Miss Amy Sharp.
Yay!
Hello.
So, how are we doing, Amy?
Oh, it's fantastic to be back.
Good deal.
We love having you here.
I love being here.
Yay.
Turn up the audio on hers.
Oh, I mean, I can get loud if you want me to get loud.
Oh, let me see if this helps. Talk for me a little bit there.
Talk.
Okay.
Hello.
That sounds lovely.
Spirits and ghouly things.
All right.
Perfect.
Woo!
All right. Okay. So, this week has been pretty busy.
Insane.
Everywhere.
Insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Beyond the membrane.
Yeah. First, before we get into that, I just want to say welcome to everyone tuning in to Paratalk.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for
Yes.
joining us.
Yes. And thank you for all the new listeners and new subscribers we've had this week.
We love you.
Yes. We
We adore
appreciate
you and appreciate you.
Yes, big time. And if you get a chance, check us out on Facebook. We have a Facebook page devoted to Paratalk. It's just Paratalk Podcast with East Tennessee Ghost Seekers. And check us out on there. And you can check out our other Facebook page is East TN Ghost Seekers.
Both of them have great information.
Great information,
Yes.
great
Great.
content.
They're fabulous.
Yeah,
I like them both.
They're awesome.
So full of it. I mean, information.
Well, kind of full of it, too.
It's full of it.
Always.
Yeah. So, one thing that's blown up this week, Corona, and not the bottled beverage.
I know. That's
Yeah, the coronavirus.
You can't throw a lime at this and make it better.
No, but I'm gonna try to whip his ass with Sam Adams later.
well, and
Yes.
I mean, I'm telling you, this thing better be gone before tick season because we'll have like Corona and Lyme going at the same time.
Oh my God.
That's a horrible thought.
Right. No,
Wow.
no. I mean, joking aside, this is, everybody knows. Everybody's heard of it. If you haven't, turn on the TV or open your interwebs.
Get out of the cave that you live in.
Or just stay in there. Just stay.
Yeah, just stay
Just
in the
stay in
cave
the
for right
cave.
now.
Stay and don't buy all the toilet paper.
Yeah. Please, guys, stop buying the toilet paper.
Everybody's got a shit.
Seriously.
Everybody.
Just and letting people know, like, starting on Tuesday, I had to start buying some stuff for my office and just normal supplies because we see patients. Number one, after 7 trips to different stores, no hand sanitizer, only one place had toilet paper, and one place had sanitary wipes, like Lysol, Clorox wipes.
Wow.
The
One
disinfectant
place.
wipes.
Yes. And that was 7 stores that should have been stocked. And I'm thinking, okay, people are freaking out, whatever. It'll be restocked in a couple days. So kind of as like a side, I don't know, just a side job for myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go check the next day for some hand sanitizer. Nope. Okay. They just haven't restocked. So here we are on Friday. I've gone to a couple of different stores up until this point, and the toilet paper is slowly returning, but equally being purchased off the shelves, and still no sanitizer.
So it's disappearing as fast as it reappears.
Exactly.
Yep.
Still no sanitizer. And, the cleaning products are still, being, purchased as quickly. And I'm thinking, are you guys crazy? I mean, I understand this is like a new strain of this virus. Number one, a virus cannot be treated by antibiotics. It is something that has to run its course, unless, of course, it is a serious condition and you have to go to the hospital.
Right.
So,
Can't be treated with toilet paper either.
no.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you could wrap yourself in it, but it's still not going to do, still not going to block the virus.
That's true. And coronavirus does not make you shit.
That is true. It is an upper respiratory infection, disease,
Maybe
virus.
they're trying to get that shit out of their lungs.
If
Ew.
that is disgusting.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Okay, but on a serious note.
Yes.
On a serious note, as of today, this was about 3 o'clock today when I typed all this stuff up. The United States, as of Friday, has surpassed 1,700 confirmed or presumptive cases of the coronavirus, and the death toll climbed to 41. That's just in the United States. And worldwide is 142,791, with 5,374 deaths, and 70,920 people have recovered. I mean, that's
The numbers
a lot of people.
The numbers are staggering.
Yes.
But I will say too that what most doctors are telling people to do is, if you're starting to feel the symptoms, stay home.
Right.
There's no reason to come out unless you have a compromised immune system, or you're having the breathing troubles or whatever. If you call and you're supposed to call your doctor and say, these are my symptoms, what do I do? They're going to talk to you. Most people have that ability to have telemedicine, which is a great thing. But if these doctors don't have the test, the numbers are not going to increase, which means the government's not going to have that number to start blowing things up. Right. It's kind of, and I don't want to downplay this virus, because it is dangerous to a lot.
Yeah,
it really
the
is.
Elderly, especially.
Elderly,
young kids.
immunocompromised people. I get it. Please just do one thing for me, everyone.
The Amy.
Yes, the Amy.
Yes.
Wash your hands and cover your mouths.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm going to throw out there that Tony Hawk actually posted something on his Instagram earlier about two of his friends. He didn't name them. Probably a good idea. Two of his friends that live elsewhere in the nation both have all of the coronavirus symptoms.
Wow.
But they are not ill enough for a doctor to give them the test because the test is so that we don't have enough of them.
And that's why they say presumptive.
Yeah, that's why they say presumptive. So they've been told to stay home, quarantine at home, do all the things you're supposed to do for any virus. Drink your fluids, get your rest.
I did see on the news this morning that here in Tennessee that the insurance companies are waiving everything that insurance doesn't cover for people to have the test done and the
Oh,
treatments.
that's good.
I mean, that's awesome.
That's really
I
good.
mean, not sure if that applies to all states, but that's great that we do in the state of Tennessee have that.
It's just another reason it's great to live here.
It is. I mean, the mountains, fresh air, us.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Trees. Seasons.
So anyway,
seasons. We have seasons.
We have seasons, and they're very short-lived and
sometimes you
multiple.
can have them all in 1 week.
That's true.
Exactly.
Very true.
Yeah.
But please, people, just
Take care of yourself.
take care of yourself. Take care of others. Take consideration of others.
And remember, when you're fighting over that toilet paper, the little old lady that comes behind you can't fight. And if there's no toilet paper to buy, she's going to be up a creek.
Yeah, she's probably going to have to sit in a creek.
Well, it could be.
Schitt's Creek.
Okay, I'm not going to laugh at that. Okay.
There we go. Sorry.
Thank you, everybody, for joining so far. We got Hockey Man, Chance, and Candy. That's what I see. I don't know what you see.
That's what I'm seeing too.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We're just going over the coronavirus,
Yes.
not the drink. And also, I've seen there's been a couple of variations of coronavirus. Is it capitalized? Is it 2 words? Is it 1 word? I'm confused.
Yeah. Who knows? But you don't want
And,
But if you say COVID-19 to the theme of Come On, Eileen,
oh, I know.
you'll never forget it.
COVID-19.
There you go.
that's pretty good.
You're welcome.
Pretty good. Yeah. All right. I'm over it. Okay, so this week we are discussing paranormal protection. And the man who sent me.
Can I just say that if Steve were here, there would be some other protection talk?
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah, there would.
Yeah. Steve's
Dang
not
it,
with us
Steve,
this
you're missing
week.
out on this one.
I'm sitting in your chair, but I'm not going to be just like you, buddy.
But it was sent to us by the Hockey Man.
Yes.
Yes.
That's my hockey man.
That's your hockey man. But he reached out to me and sent me an email and said that he's getting ready to go with a group of people on his first paranormal investigation. It's like
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
It's an event, ran by another team.
Awesome.
And, he's not sure that the other team does, protective stuff
Right.
and all that. He was like,
Understandable.
could you guys hit on some topics to let me know how I can go about protecting myself and protecting my friends?
We have a plethora of information for you, Hockey Man.
We do indeed. And Hockey Man is calling in right now, so let's
Oh,
just pull
yay!
him up here. Here we go. Don't hang up.
Don't hang up.
Don't hang up.
Don't hang up. Hang out.
Are you there?
What up, guys? Can you hear me?
Hey!
Hey, guys. How's everyone? It figures the first time I call in and there's no Stephen Wiseman.
Yeah.
And,
I know.
I'll just have to call in again next week.
We have to
Absolutely.
let him off the chain sometimes.
I don't know.
Yes. So thank you for taking my suggestion, Steve. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, and we're here to serve.
Yes. Do you want me to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing? Will that help?
Yes.
That would be awesome. Yes.
So I guess I should just preface with this. I got interested in the paranormal. About 8 or 9 years old. The class would take the weekly trip down to the library, and I just happened to find a book on haunted places, and I was hooked since.
Right.
Now I'm 45, and I've had a few paranormal experiences throughout my life, but I've never really been on a real investigation. And I discovered recently a friend of mine also shared, interest in the paranormal. And my only fear is that, and they seem like it's New Jersey, I think it's New Jersey, because we're in New Jersey, New Jersey Paranormal Investigations, I think is what they're called. And they seem like a pretty legit, they seem like the biggest investigators in the state. They have a lot of events. But my only fear is that they might, try to save some money, or maybe try to save some time, and maybe skip over some of the pre and post stuff, the saging and prayer, or anything like that you guys do. And I just want to make sure that, I don't bring anything home with me, because, I think my wife would probably move out. I wouldn't mind. But actually, my whole family would probably move out, and I'd be by myself. Well, I wouldn't be by myself, but you know what I mean?
You're never alone. No, I completely agree with you, because we have done events, and when you have so many people in these events, it gets really hectic. So unfortunately, sometimes the whole pre-protection thing does kind of take a back seat to the actual investigation. And that never should be the case, but, when you've got 40 plus people, it does. And so that is why this is a really good topic, because this way each individual can actually take these steps for themselves, in the event that you don't get that group protection.
Agree totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Amy.
Yes.
What would you tell our buddy here, a step that he could take?
Hey, by the way, Steve, if I could just so you guys know, my name is Adam, so you guys don't have to call me Hockey Man.
Hey, Adam. Hi, Adam. It's nice to meet you.
I have a real name. I just want to tell you guys.
Yay!
I don't know. I kind of like calling you Hockey Man.
So I'm a big proponent of prayer. I always, before we do any investigation, before I go to do anything, whether it's just to visit, a haunted house or do an investigation or whatever, I usually pray on my way over there. Because I want to, if we're looking for answers for somebody, I ask for guidance, and I ask for protection from any harm. And that's my pre-gig right there. That's what I do. Because I don't want to sage or anything else before I go into an investigation, because you can overdo it.
Overprotect.
And if you are overprotecting yourself with stuff that, the guy sitting next to you can smell, or if you're surrounding yourself with crystals or whatever your kick is. And I mean, I'm a crystal girl. I know some people in our outfit are not, but there's reasons that I am. You can overdo it to the point where you're killing every bit of energy in the place with your good energy when you walk in.
Yeah, so you're going to kill the whole event for everyone.
You're going to kill it for everyone.
You're going there to experience things, and you don't want to protect yourself to the point where you're not going to experience things, other people aren't going to experience things.
And we have had that happen before.
We have totally had that happen.
Wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you.
No, it wasn't Amy. It was
a residential that we did early on, and we had somebody that just really was, I guess they were really scared.
I'm thinking she was afraid, yeah. And she would protect herself to the point that when,
all of us would go in.
Yeah, well, we were doing the investigation before she arrived. We were getting footsteps. We heard, talking down at the end of the hall. We captured several EVPs in a matter of 2 hours. And as soon as she walked on the property, everything stopped. Yeah.
So a simple prayer of protection of, to whoever, your being is, can go a long way.
Yeah.
But
isn't staging generally, from when I saw from what I gather from listening to you guys and from reading and stuff, I always thought that saging was really meant for the end as you're leaving.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
It is.
There are some people though who feel like they need that protection for themselves, whether they're actually burning the sage and wafting the smoke over themselves, or it's just sticking it in their pocket so they know they've got it or whatever. When we do an investigation, I never take anything out of my bag until it's time to do a cleansing.
And she has an amazing bag full of stuff.
That sounded cool.
I was waiting for Anthony to say, "Hey, but it's a Gucci, so it's."
I wish.
So Gucci.
I wish it was a Gucci.
No, it's
Or even
actually
just a small coach.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a Ouija board.
Yeah,
It is.
I actually have my curse purse.
Okay.
But last time we did anything, I carried a backpack. So,
Oh
I
yes,
mean,
yeah.
I'm not picky.
But yeah, I mean, and like a lot of people, carry the St. Michael medallions. We actually have a bag full of those that we bought from the Ghost Hunter store. And, they're in New Jersey. So you could probably get shipping from them super quick.
cheap.
And
Are they? What part of Jersey they're in? Do they have a warehouse store, or they ship out of a warehouse?
They have a walk-in store. Andrea's actually looking up the Ghost Hunter store right now.
That would be like my second favorite store next to Home Depot.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah. And we just,
love Home.
dude, we just spent like
A lot of money.
like $1,400 at Home Depot last weekend.
Yeah, it was bad, but so good.
Yeah.
You go in there for one thing, and you just wind up walking the aisles, and you're just like, "Oh, I need this, I need this, I need this."
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
and
and
it
when
just
you're-
smells amazing in there.
It does, and when you're doing a project, you really don't realize how much you actually need until you're like, I think we got everything. Oh, nope, we need this.
Yeah. But yeah, they have the St. Michael charms. Can you not find it, Andrew?
The one I'm looking at is in Philadelphia.
No, there's one in New Jersey. Hold on.
That's actually not too far from where I am. I'm actually originally from Philadelphia, so
Oh,
I moved out here. My wife is from Central Jersey, Freehold, that area, and so it's not too far. In fact, one of the investigations we're looking at is it's in Bucks County. It's a little house called the Keith House. It's in Bucks County. I think that's a small, they have limited space on that one. But the other investigation, they go to this other place, kind of like you guys go to Hell's Bar, so they're there a lot, often, and it's called the Burlington County Prison. And I've never, and that's South Jersey. So I kind of more interested in that one, I think.
I've always
That sounds-
wanted to go to Jersey, so we can
Yeah,
go.
and I'm looking. Yeah, they have changed locations. They're in Philadelphia now. They were in New Jersey.
I thought they were.
Yeah.
That's when I looked. I was like, "What? Why does it say Philadelphia?"
Yeah.
Well, because they could be in South Jersey. Like if you're talking like Camden, it's right on the other side of the Delaware River. It's kind of like an extension of Philly, actually.
Oh, okay.
So it could have been there, but it's still not far. I might even just take a trip just to walk around because they probably have a whole bunch of stuff. That,
Yeah, they have holy water.
Dude, if you go, can you take pictures and send them to us? I just want to see the place.
But,
Absolutely, I can't figure out where they are, but I'll absolutely do that.
Sweet.
But yeah, I mean, they have Dave Giuliano's the guy that owns Ghost Hunter store, and he has tons of things for protection, as well as all the paranormal equipment you can think of. I mean, that's where the majority of our equipment has been bought from, there and Ghost Stop. So, I mean, anything and everything to do with the paranormal field.
Or a deadlight.
But he don't have the deadlight.
No, he doesn't. I'm just saying we
Yeah.
bought.
Yeah, the
We bought things
deadlight's
from
the
Deadlight.
ultimate. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, seriously, going back to the whole protection thing, you can totally take any of these items, whether it be, praying before or doing the crystals, the sage, the metals, the oils, candles, holy water, whatever. Just know that there is a possibility that if you do take something physical, like a physical protection, it could hinder any activity.
Right.
Start with prayer, end with sage. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, and like
And
I
make-
said,
basic.
And carry a medal just in case.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you get the St. Michael emblem, stick it in your pocket. You know, I've got one in my wallet that I carry everywhere I go. So.
You never know when you're going to need some protection from those at work.
Yeah. Yeah, I do work in abandoned buildings.
That is true.
True.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I'm gonna, I'll hang up. I'll listen to the rest of it. I'm definitely interested in hearing what else you guys do, and thank you for everything you do and all of the content. Just want to say, I discovered you guys like 4 or 5 months ago. I have a long drive to work. I binged you guys in like a matter of weeks, and I love listening to you guys. So thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Adam. We love you.
Adam, we appreciate it, brother. And
if you ever come to Jersey, hey, listen, I'll give you lots of good places to go, to go investigate.
sounds great.
Yeah.
You won't fly, especially now, I guess, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I was looking at flights yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Like,
They're
where
cheap
am I going to
now.
take a vacation?
I've driven to Jersey a couple of times. I used to drive trucks. So, yeah, I can drive up there. Ain't no big deal.
All right. Well, if you guys ever come up here, I'd love to, hang out with you guys. Maybe go investigate something with you guys.
Sounds
like
fantastic.
a plan.
Yeah. We'll get something worked
Thanks,
out
guys.
because I totally want to get up that area.
Cool. I look forward to it. And thank you for taking the topic. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, man.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, guys. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was awesome. Okay. So that is the man behind this
hockey
week's
man.
topic. Well,
Man behind the hockey man.
Oh, the hockey man on Friday the 13th.
We just talked to Hockey Man on Friday the 13th. That was so great.
We should have called him Jason instead of Adam.
But his name's Adam, so we got to go Adam.
But
Maybe
Jason would have
Jason's
been.
middle name was Adam. Does anybody know?
Ooh, maybe we
We'll have to look into
We'll have
that.
to look it up. His tombstone just read Jason Voorhees.
I know.
I'm
Jason Hill.
awesome.
All right. So, all right, on with this. So, like we were saying, a lot of teams, they don't broadcast how they protect themselves. But I'm sure most teams in the field do something.
Something.
I would
to
hope
protect
so.
themselves. Yeah, I would hope so.
I would really, really hope so. I would think that everybody would incorporate something.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first, on TV anyway, the
Yeah.
first team, and well, the only team to actually
Race
show
chasers.
that they do something to protect themselves is the Tennessee Race Chasers.
Right.
They gather up and give their fist bump to the big man.
Yep. But, in reality, not everyone has a belief in a higher power to
True, but
protect.
You don't have to necessarily have that.
But most people make that correlation.
Yeah, but okay, so you can
Well, but,
meditate
I mean,
beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, some people may not think because maybe they don't have that belief, so they don't think that, okay, well, I don't have that type of.
Right, but that would just take out the prayer part.
Well, yeah.
Like
can
Amy
still
said,
meditate.
You can still meditate and the crystals and whatever else.
Yeah.
And like when I was researching all this, there were actually Wiccan and pagan prayers, for protection. So
So whatever your poison is, there's something for everyone.
that's right.
Yeah, just pick your poison as long as it's not coronavirus.
That's right.
Stay away from corona
Yeah.
virus.
Yeah.
Not the beer. Just
You
the
know,
virus.
I did hear that their sales were down, which
It's a shame. That's
kind
such
of
a shame.
it is, but that just kind of shows the
mentality.
The
Of
mentality
some
of-
of the sheeple out there.
Yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but tis another story. Anywho,
I like the Corona.
I do too. Throw a lime in there.
Yes.
I don't know
So
whatever this
freaking good.
is actually real.
Just throw a lime in there and a pinch of salt. Yeah,
Yes.
it's good.
And Andrea, we're going to be picking her up off the floor by the time this podcast is over.
It's okay. Next time I'll bring the banana pudding moonshine. I've got it.
Ooh.
What?
That sounds like redneck dangerous.
It is.
That
It is
is so up
extremely
my alley.
redneck dangerous.
Redneck
It
dangerous.
tastes just like Grandma
pudding.
made it. Yes.
Oh my
it is so
gosh.
good.
That is so right up my alley. Lord, that country sound came right out.
Okay,
Feeling
guys.
pretty good there, Andrea?
Yes, she is.
No,
So
I'm
we're
fine. Just fine. So fine.
all right. So, bless your heart.
Well, bless her heart.
All right. So, you have prayer, crystals, sage, metals, oils, candles, holy water.
Cascaria.
Yeah, and other blessed items, that people take, to protect themselves from manipulation, from whatever.
Whether it be
the
psychological
attachments.
or physical attachment.
We pray before and after. And at the end of the investigation, when we leave a place, you've seen it. Driving down the road, we're like, you can't be in here. Get your ass out.
One of the funniest things was we had just an incredible night at Hell's Bar one night.
No, that was brushy.
Oh, it was brushy. It was like one of those moments where you're just like, oh my gosh, this was just amazing. So we almost left in a stupor. And it was like halfway out of their little driveway, I was like, oh my gosh, roll down the windows, and we're like leaning out the window saying, you can't follow us. You must stay here.
Oh, and Candy, for your question, unfortunately not. The day that Waverly put up their stuff for people to request days is sold out that day. And due to the coronavirus, they've shut down everything at Waverly for how long, Andrea?
Probably a month at least.
Yeah, probably for a
month.
month.
Most places are shutting down for at least a month.
Yeah.
They, because the incubation period is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to err on the side of caution and going for 30 days.
Yeah.
So at least 30 days.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, since all the dates were filled within like the first 6 hours and all that, no, we unfortunately will not be going to Waverly this year unless
we can
something
get in later.
comes up and someone cancels and we can get in there. We're on the waiting list, but we just got to wait to hear
And the
something.
virus goes bye-bye.
Yeah. All right. So, here's a collection of advice from several different sources that we found online, put together for you new investigators and your experienced investigators.
Just in case you don't already know.
Yeah. And, possibly helping someone living at home, dealing with paranormal activity at home. Some of this stuff you can help. So, Andrea, go ahead and tell people some possible signs if they were to be affected by a spirit and be manipulated, be it psychologically or physically.
So a couple of the things you want to keep an eye out for, and just throwing this out there, yes, these are signs of possible attachments, but they could also be signs of other mental conditions. So you just kind of have to weigh those.
Right. But I mean, if it's, if it's someone you've been investigating with or yourself.
If it's somebody that you've been around forever and their behaviors and actions, this is what you want to look out for. Hearing voices, extreme behavior changes, extreme mood changes, unexplained depression, fears and phobias, serious illness of unknown cause, loss of energy, memory and concentration problems, migraine headaches, nightmares or insomnia, panic or anxiety attacks, and apparent multiple personalities.
Why y'all got to target me like this?
This checked off everything Amy has. No.
Son of a bitch.
Damn.
Which, if you've been around somebody long enough, you would see the changes, these signs. And that's when you really need to hone in on, maybe this is an attachment, especially if it's been recent that you've visited a place, you've had an investigation. Just keep an eye out for your peeps.
Yes.
Have each other's backs.
Yep. Yeah. Just like you should any other time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you ask, how do I help protect myself from this happening? What are some steps I can take? Number one, prayer. You know, before beginning the investigation, take a moment and ask for protection from whomever or whatever belief system you subscribe to. You know, it takes 30 seconds. You know, just ask for
Literally,
protection.
Truly,
it
yeah.
really doesn't have to be an in-depth conversation.
Yeah.
Just,
No.
please protect me.
Yeah. I mean,
Me and my fellows.
Yep, pretty much. That covers it.
yeah. And shielding. Shielding means there's several methods, but the most common is surrounding yourself with a white light of protection.
Amy, how would you go about somebody that's not not very in tune to themselves? How would somebody go about, could they surround themselves in a white light?
If you have any practice with yoga or meditation or anything like that, then you could totally do it, you know, in a matter of minutes. It really is, for me, it's like yogic breathing. You know, you just listen to your heartbeat. And pay attention to your body and focus on that. And then you just pretty much imagine that white light surrounding you.
Okay.
As a barrier. Or for some people, it's like, I know some people that use mirrors, like mirrors facing out as their ring of protection. They imagine that because everything will be reflected back from that.
Right. It makes sense.
Yeah. That's
Good deal.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
So, and crystals.
Okay.
What type of crystals?
Well, it depends on what your goal is. For protection, you've got black tourmaline, black obsidian, black onyx. Rose quartz is more of to me, it's more of a love and good feeling stone. And then smoky
and there's
quartz.
a chihuahua.
Smoky quartz works as well. But selenite is amazing for shifting energy to good energy, like dispelling bad energy and cleansing things.
Right.
So, and it's fairly cheap too. So,
Good to know.
I keep a piece of selenite, just a little tower, just inside the front door of my house.
Really?
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, we've got a little shelf with like the key hanger and all that, and that's where I keep that.
I swear, I love going to your house because I feel, crazy as it sounds, I feel completely safe going into her house. There's this, big dog, and she's sweet as can be, and then you're just like, I feel safe. I really do.
My house has a good vibe.
It does. It really.
I've worked on that for years. I mean, it was
Good
not
job.
easy with 2 kids growing up, but
2 girls.
Yeah. 2 girls who would often fight like cats and dogs, and they're young adults now,
Yes.
and
Very wonderful young adult.
they're pretty chill. They're pretty chill girls.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy going into her house. You're just like, you just kind of have like this
That
wave
zen
of
moment.
just calm.
You never know what you're going to find in my house, though.
That is true. That is true.
It could be a rock from the driveway. It could be a really nice piece of amethyst. It could be
This rock feels really nice. I'm
a
gonna
bag
take it
of what looks
inside
like
and just
grass.
place it right here.
Oh, no, when you say a bag of what looks like grass.
I mean, like lawn clippings. It
Oh,
just depends
okay.
on
Okay.
what I've got as far as herbs going on in the house.
Okay.
Although I do need to do a cleansing on the house again.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything, but day before yesterday when I was getting ready for work, I saw the shadow man that lives in my house.
Really?
Yeah, and he's not really welcome there, but every now and then your protection will wear off.
Yeah.
And
So you're saying that it's good if you need that kind of protection, that it's good to do it on a semi-regular basis?
yeah. I do it probably every 6 months. We do it twice a year.
All right.
Usually winter and spring.
It's kind of like an air freshener that kind of dies away at some point.
It really
You're
is.
just like,
It really is. I do it usually twice a year. There have been a couple of occasions where having adventurous teenagers and so on, we've done it a little more often. Not Alora, Audrey summoned a demon one time.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, my cat levitated. My arthritic 16-year-old cat at the time levitated onto the bed.
Rip Raffy.
Yeah. He and he making sounds he's never made before and all that. It's just the music she was listening to, the mood she was in. It was an event.
It kind of goes along with, because we've talked about before the hormonal effects in teenage girls and how that can actually
Affect everything.
Manifest something.
Yes, exactly. So that right there is one of those like, oh, okay, so it's real.
Yeah, I was at work. It scared the shit out of her. Chuck was really unhappy because he witnessed the cat freaking out and making sounds he never made ever, and then saw him just kind of lift up and land on the middle of the bed. And this is a cat who would jump into the side of the bed. We had built him a ramp because he couldn't jump up on it.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a little freaky. I got phone calls at work.
You're like, well, crap. What do I got to do now?
I was like, okay, Audrey, go into this cabinet, get the sage. Here's what you have to do.
I can't leave work right now. You're gonna have to do it on your
I
own.
was like, I'm counting registers. So,
This house is clean.
every time we've gone and done anything, I always want to say it, but it's just never the right moment.
Anytime you feel the need,
It's the right
anytime you
moment.
feel the need, you just do it.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I will go.
Next time, when you go through and you're like, this house is clean.
I always do it at my house, and Chuck always makes fun of me. He's like, "You're a goober," but I mean, I am. It's what it is. I'm a goober.
Love it.
That's why we're all
That's
just
why
one big
we
happy
love
family.
you.
Yeah. I love you guys too.
So, herbs. What kind of herbs?
Herbs.
Herbs.
Not herbs.
I'm sorry, I am not Martha Stewart, and neither are you. In America, we say herbs.
Yes, we do.
The H is silent. The
The H is silent. We were all taught that in English class. But if you're actually English, they say herbs.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I watch a lot of British baking shows.
I do too. I dig it, and I have several British friends. So whatever.
I love the British.
Sage is amazing. Can't say enough about it. There are several different types. Any type will do what you need. If you're dealing with a particularly nasty spirit, bay leaves and sage.
Really?
Yes.
Do you like the combo? You just kind of they're wrapped together.
Yeah, I will. Well, the last time I used that combo, I didn't have them wrapped together because I didn't realize it was going to be as necessary as it was.
Right.
So I just kind of shoved that bay leaf down in the bundle of sage. And
I remember that.
This
will fit
in here.
yeah, I mean, we made it work. Because I was just gonna light it and lay it in the ashtray that I was using to catch my ash, but it wouldn't light like that. So I just had to stick it in the middle of the bundle of sage and roll with it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how.
Interesting.
That was the cleansing process of the house that you missed out on.
How are they doing? Has anybody heard anything?
I haven't heard
they're
anything,
doing-
so apparently it's good.
Yeah.
Because they were contacting me every time they heard a bump.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So yeah.
So bay leaves not only are they good for soups.
But they're good for spirits.
There you
Yes.
go.
Lavender is good for everything, including cuts and bruises and scrapes and all that. But it's like Mother Nature's Swiss Army knife. So it's literally good for everything.
It's very multifaceted.
But you really don't have to spend a whole lot of money on stuff. Palo Santo is really amazing, but it is an endangered type of wood. So
very
you got to make
sparse and
sure of
expensive,
where it's being sourced.
Right.
And there are people out there who, try to sell you the fake stuff.
What? People selling fake things?
Yeah, I know. Never. Not in America.
Now, Adam, to answer your question, we usually sage in the parking lot. We don't do it inside of the facilities unless it's,
Unless it's a
home
residence.
that we're trying to cleanse. But if it's like a haunted location where people pay money to go investigate, no, we are not going to sage inside there. We'll sage out in the parking lot.
Oh, and I also sage in my car. Mm-hmm. Y'all are all screaming at whatever that you can't stay here. I just calmly sage inside my car and say, you are not welcome to come with me.
I
Get
like
out.
the forcefulness of yelling out the window. It brings
I
out
can
my
see that
redneck
about you.
side.
I can see that about you.
Yeah.
But they kind of, going back to you, Adam, it's the reason we would rather sage and cleanse after an investigation outside of the building is because if it's a well-known haunted location, we don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah, you don't want to disturb the spooks that
Right.
people want to visit with.
So you don't want to go into, say, Waverly Hills and step inside and be like, okay, well, I'm done. I'm going to sage myself. No, because that does kind of get rid of the reason people go there. And that's why they're making money, for people to go there. So you go outside, get in your car, sage up, tell them to stay where they are and move along. So,
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
yep. I like my nutshell. I'm right in it.
I mean, you are a nut. So.
I am.
Does someone need a hug?
I do, actually. I do.
All right. So, if you're sensitive, we found an article that could help you if you're having troubles with some of this stuff. And since I do not have glasses in here, one of you lovely ladies can read this.
I will happily read it.
Go right ahead.
I was looking through it, and I've never seen this article before, but wow, does it really hit home? So I would love to read it.
From 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Back in the day.
it's a very good, very good little
It
article
really
here.
is.
It says tips for sensitive people to protect their energy, a survival guide for empaths to stay grounded and centered. And as Andrea said, it was posted December 16th, 2014. Somebody was feeling Christmassy and sensitive.
Don't we all get a little sensitive around Christmas?
Yeah, if you have to shop, yeah. Okay, so sensitive people or empaths have an ability to be emotional sponges that can heighten when they are at a social event, around coworkers, or in crowds. If empaths are around peace and love, their bodies assimilate these and flourish. Negativity, though, often feels assaultive and exhausting. That's why I left my last job. Anyway, that's a different story. But for empaths to fully enjoy being around others, they must learn to protect their sensitivity and find balance. Since I'm an empath, that's from the article, but I am an empath, I definitely want to help them cultivate this capacity and be comfortable with it. I've always been hyper attuned to other people's moods, good and bad. Before I learned to protect my energy, I felt them. I swear to God, y'all, I could have written this.
I guarantee you could have.
As I was reading this earlier, I was like, well, that's Amy. Just because everything that I've read in this, I'm like, I could see that being you.
I mean, I totally could have written this. I didn't, but I could have. So it says, I've always been hyper attuned to other people's moods, good and bad. Before I learned to protect my energy, I felt them lodge in my body. After being in crowds, I would leave feeling anxious, depressed, or tired. When I got home, I'd just crawl into bed, yearning for peace and quiet. And I still do that sometimes, just saying. Here are 6 strategies to help you manage your sensitivity more effectively and stay centered without absorbing negative energy. And I agree with every single one of these. First of all, move away. When possible, distance yourself by at least 20 feet from the suspected source. If you feel relief, awesome. Do not err on the side of not wanting to offend anyone. At the gathering, try not to sit next to the identified energy vampire, and that is such a thing, you guys. People don't even realize it. Psychic vampires and energy vampires are everywhere.
Seriously, I'm not an empath, but I can always, when I'm in a room, well, I don't think I am, but when I'm in a room, I can always tell when somebody is just draining.
Yeah, you can always spot the psychic vampire.
That's all. To me, I'm just like, oh, that's my gut instinct. I don't really connect it to
That's
being an empath.
a lot of what empathy is.
Maybe I am.
Maybe you are.
Maybe.
So physical closeness increases empathy, and it does. I mean, there are 2 types of empathy. At my job, at my current job, they teach us to be, or they want us to be, to show empathy towards our clients so that we can let them know we know how they're feeling. Yeah, exactly. We connect. But this type of empathy, you don't always want to connect.
Right.
Think of the head cheerleader who was a snobby bitch that she was just toxic. Those are the people you want to stay away from because they drain your energy and make you want to hurt people.
Been there, done that.
So, surrender to your breath. If you suspect you're picking up someone else's negativity, concentrate on your breath for a few minutes. It's the same, in and out. Put yourself in a different place. In contrast, holding your breath keeps the negativity lodged in your body. To purify fear and pain, exhale stress and inhale calm. It sounds trite, but it works. You just breathe. Just focus on that breathing. Inhale, exhale, and relax. Do what you can to relax while you're doing it. Picture the unwholesome emotions as a gray fog lifting from your body and wellness as a clear light entering it. This can produce quick results.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Very cool.
I mean,
So this next one here.
I want to say good points on those.
Yeah.
Good points.
What is the difference? Like this next one, it's practice guerrilla meditation. What is the difference between guerrilla meditation and meditation?
Do gorillas meditate?
I would like to see that.
I could see them sitting in the zoo.
Well, the one on what was it? Was it Lion King?
Yes.
Yes, he meditated and he would hover.
Was he a gorilla?
No, he was a baboon.
Rafiki was he was a baboon.
Yeah.
so baboons meditate, but not
meditate.
gorillas.
Right.
Well, no, it's unconfirmed.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm willing to bet they
Presumptive.
do. They're very zen. I bet they do.
Surely they do.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to think that. So guerrilla meditation. What it says here is to be sure to meditate before the gathering, centering yourself, feeling your heart, getting strong. If you counter emotional or physical distress while at an event, act fast and meditate for a few minutes. So to me, guerrilla meditation would be like knowing your body, knowing the signs that you're having a little too much closeness, a little too much empathy with other people, and that you need to step back.
Yeah, and being fast acting with
yes.
So
A bathroom is always a perfect escape because, most people aren't going to bother you in there.
it. Right.
So you can step in there and take care of your business and meditate.
So, out of curiosity, when an empath feels overwhelmed, like they're just, it's hitting them from all sides, does the feeling feel the same as anxiety?
For me, it does.
Is it like a panic of, oh my gosh, I need to get out of here. I've got to go away.
For me, yes.
Okay.
It can cause anxiety attacks. It can cause depression, deep introspection that is not the kind you want. Like I'm happy,
self-doubting.
I'm happy with my life, but when I'm overwhelmed, I get unhappy with my life.
Something's always wrong. Something's not feeling right.
Yep.
You're not doing the right things.
Yep.
Okay.
I have anxiety. I get shaky. I get a
Maybe
little
I am an
stuttery.
empath.
Well, I'm thinking, okay, you saying that the house that we did that you cleansed, like
Which
two
one?
investigations. No, the one that she cleansed that I was at and you wasn't
Okay.
there. Like 2 investigations before that at that same house. Andrea had her smartwatch on. Mm-hmm. Her heart rate, standing still, went to 139 beats per minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
it
she
was,
got-
it was, I could feel it. And then I was like, this is weird. And I checked and I hadn't been moving at all. And I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, my heart rate is reading 139 beats per
Yeah,
minute.
and I've got camera footage of it. I mean, it was,
Wow.
and she wasn't doing anything. She was standing there.
But it's crazy,
But she could-
thinking now, I have had those anxious feelings when I'm in certain situations, and I'm like, I just gotta go.
When you're at work and suddenly they want you to speak,
Yes. When I have to,
they sign you up for something you had no idea you were going to have to do.
when I have to go out of my norm, do something out of my norm, I'm like, oh my gosh, and then I have to kind of like regroup and just.
But
Oh
you
my
get
God.
those. But you get those.
Crap, I'm
But
an
you get.
empath.
But you get those same feelings on an investigation.
Yes.
When there's nothing going on and everybody else is calm and cool as a
Yeah.
cucumber.
Because I can feel it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy
so the house that you and I did,
Yeah.
when you got cold chills, when I
Yeah.
was right as I started to tell you about the corner that we were standing in.
Yes.
Yeah. You're an empath. You may not be,
Like I haven't maybe drawn into.
you haven't you
your
haven't
skill.
honed your
haven't-
skill.
haven't-
You just need to practice. You just
I'm
gotta practice
like
opening
sitting here
yourself up.
listening to this, and I'm like, well, I kind of do that. I kind of do
Mm-hmm.
that. That's me. And I'm. Oh my gosh. I guess I just never thought of myself like that. Maybe I should just
Well, now
really
you
start
know.
drawing it in, and
Yeah.
like focusing.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting like all the parts about imagining that white light and I'm like, I could see myself doing that. I could see myself imagining that. I can see myself, reining in certain parts and all. Okay, y'all, I just had an epiphany.
Are you sure it wasn't a Smirnoff?
Well, apparently Smirnoff, a Smirnoff
Sometimes
brought me to my
alcohol opens the
epiphany. No, that's crazy, though.
Very cool. All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This was amazing. We're not even done yet. And I'm like, thanks.
I mean, whatever.
Your
Y'all
partner.
printed the stuff out. I never even saw this article
He
before
did.
today.
Yeah, she hasn't.
I really haven't read it.
But yeah, just if you start feeling overwhelmed, the bathroom is always a great escape, like I said, because people aren't going to bother you in there.
True story.
They're just going to think you're using the bathroom and hogging up the bathroom. But
They're going to be thinking,
sometimes
man,
you
I hope
just-
she's using some air freshener.
Exactly. But sometimes
She's
you
been
just
in
need
there.
to.
Wow.
You just need to. Well, I mean, if you meditate on a regular basis and you're familiar with your body and your anxiety levels and all that, then you know what you have to do just to get away for 5 minutes and just do your breathing, meditate.
Yeah.
So,
Chance. Yeah, go ahead.
Chance Hall, he asked, what about being sick to your stomach in certain locations or around certain items?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It happens to a lot of people.
Kind of means you have that, like, a
You've
connection
got
is being made.
You've got that connection. Whether it's it's not a good connection if it's making you nauseous. And my advice with that is step away.
Right.
Step away, look from afar. I mean, it's just like the haunted kids you guys have.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a trial and error.
Yeah.
If you
Put them over there and I'll look at them.
Right. I would say in that kind of instance, it's a trial and error. If you are sick in a certain area around a certain item, step away, regroup.
Yeah.
Then
Step
go
away,
back.
ground yourself. And the easiest way on the planet to ground yourself, it sounds corny, but I take my shoes off and stand or on the earth or sit down and put, my hands and my feet on the ground.
You are not the only person I've heard do that.
Well, I mean, it
We actually
helps
had
center you.
we had somebody at an event that did the same thing. That was her way of doing it.
It really it helps center your vibrational pattern back to what it's supposed to be, your energy pattern back to where you're supposed to be. So then you can step back over to that object or back into that site that you're investigating or whatever, where you've had some issues, and determine whether or not it's what you had for lunch or if it really is the issue.
Right.
And Chance said, yeah, that's the only way I ground myself.
Good deal. Good deal.
All right. So another thing they can do, they can set healthy limits and boundaries.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to say no.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that you know is toxic and they call needing a favor, whether it's can you cover my shift at work, or can you pick up my kids, or can you do this, can you do that? You have to weigh that. You have to weigh that as your health. What is going to be good for you? Because I know as a person, it's my first reaction to say yes. Particularly if it's family.
Yes.
It's always my first reaction to say yes, I'll take care of it. But there are times that you just have to say no. If you're already feeling drained, if you're worn out, if you're tired, your head is just full of noise from the world around you, feel free to say no.
And honestly, that is a good tip in general.
Yeah.
That if you are drained, regardless of the situation, whatever has drained you, if you say yes to somebody, even if you're in that situation, you're not going to be any good to that person.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly. Yeah. So take care of yourself. And if you are feeling to that point of like, I just can't, no is a complete sentence.
It is. It really is. And a lot of people don't understand that. They don't, they feel like you're being selfish if you do say no, but it's because you're not fulfilling their need. You have to take care of yourself because, as I said, you cannot pour from an empty cup. But also, if you let everything overwhelm you, it can make you physically ill.
Right.
All right. And you can carry that over into an investigation where, like, say, another team member's wanting to perform a ritual or something you're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get out.
You can say, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And you remove yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're not comfortable with something during the investigation, remove yourself. I mean, you don't have to stop them from doing it.
No.
But you get out of there, let them do their thing, and then you can come back later.
Absolutely.
But if you're not comfortable with something, don't be part of it.
Just say no.
Just say no.
We learned that as kids.
Yes,
Come on.
we did.
Just say no.
Just say no.
No.
All right. So the next thing you do is visualize protection around you.
Yeah. Same thing we talked about before with the white light or a fence or whatever protective barrier
visualizing
you feel
spikes
like,
around me.
There you go. I mean, if it'll keep people away, keep you safe, then. But
Game of Thrones, baby.
It's actually a pretty practical form of protection that people use. Some doctors use it, and like mental health care practitioners and just people in general. Some people visualize the white light. Some people visualize what they feel like is their spirit animal, like a bear that's going to protect them, or a wolf, or a pet dog, or whatever. Just whatever floats your boat. You do your meditation and picture that protecting you, protecting your energy.
I'm going to have Ghost the wolf protect me.
From Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Okay.
If it protects me, it's all that matters.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so
And his name is Ghost.
Define and honor your empathic needs. So how would you go about that?
So this is what it says: safeguard your sensitivities. In a calm, collected moment, make a list of your top 5 most emotionally rattling situations. Then formulate a plan for handling them so you don't fumble in the moment. And it gives examples. It gives you examples of, saying no if someone is asking you something to do something that you don't want to. Personally, if it's going to a party and I know I'm not really in the mood, but I'm showing up because it's you need to, whether it's a Christmas party or whatever, my husband and I will set a time limit, we're going to stay for X amount of time and then we leave.
And that could go for investigations as well.
Yeah.
I mean, give yourself a time limit. If you're at the point that you walk in and you are feeling just drained,
I'm all staying here 30 minutes and I got to take a break.
I mean, you don't have to bolt immediately, but just say, okay, 30 minutes, whatever amount of time you feel is comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I mean, I set myself limits. Like if I know for a concert, oh man, I can go to a concert and I am the crowd because the energy level. I mean, one of the best concerts I've ever been to was The Descendants. And that was just a few years ago with both my teenage daughters and my husband. And the energy in that room was so good.
That's awesome.
I mean, we watched he had to be maybe 12 years old. 12-year-old albino kid surf the crowd for the first time in his life. And most of these people there were my age or older. And we were all like looking at our watches before the show started and like nursing our drinks.
To go.
Yeah, nursing our drinks and, going, oh God, it's a long drive back to Knoxville. But we had, I I just fed off of that energy. I didn't sleep till after we got home. And I'm one of those people, I can get in the car. If somebody else is driving, I can drop out like nobody's business.
That's me.
Yeah, she does that every time.
I do it.
I mean, I don't mean to do it.
Oh,
but-
no. If it's dark and somebody else is driving...
Oh, honey, it
just
doesn't
like-
even have to be dark.
No, more than likely, if it's dark, then I'm just like, I don't know, that drive, that'll put me to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I could have stayed at that concert all night long.
Wow.
Because the energy was so high.
Isn't that a Disney thing?
Probably,
I think Disney, yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Descendants is from Disney.
Not the Descendants I'm talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Because I know there was like a show called The Descendants on Disney.
Yeah, I think it's about the descendants of like the villains.
I have no
from
idea. I just
Disney.
know that name. That show name.
So here's your homework, Andrea.
Okay.
Listen to the Descendants.
Listen to the Descendants.
Okay.
She did her homework last time and watched Candyman.
I did.
Yes.
Yes,
I
Awesome.
did. I stayed awake and he didn't.
I mean, but he'd already seen
I've
it.
seen it.
That
like a
doesn't
million
matter. I
times.
stayed
million
awake and he
times.
didn't. I did watch Candyman. It was quite interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
she
good
enjoyed
movie.
it.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, so thank you, Amy, for
Yes.
enlightening us on all that.
Always.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So now I'm going to give you some do's and don'ts while investigating. So, Adam, take heed. Do be willing to set boundaries. Don't let anybody push you to do something you're not comfortable doing.
I mean, that goes in life too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Do take snacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oatmeal cream pies are the best investigation snack. Just saying.
Yes, they
That and peanut butter and jelly crackers.
are. Those were amazing. Yes.
See, I missed
always,
out on those.
Always take snacks, especially if you're like me and you need to eat frequently.
We just like to eat. So, yeah.
I mean, eat on the way, but have snacks for later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take snacks.
Okay. And so do ground and center before and after each investigation.
Yes.
Yes. Be aware, do develop and use your own personal protection ritual, which is what we've been going over.
Yes.
Take
Go ahead and start getting it down. Like, figure out, okay, when I approach this place, am I going to do it before I get there? When I'm in the car? If I'm going to do it right outside the building? Go ahead and prepare yourself.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't bathe in holy water before you go.
No.
Bathe in it after.
Drink it after if you want to.
Yeah. Do know and be watchful for the signs of spirit attack and attachment. So, yeah, I mean, you've seen the movies, you've seen the shows, we've told you signs to watch out for.
Keep an out for your fellow man or woman.
And yourself.
Yes.
If you feel yourself acting weird, get the heck out for a minute.
Get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah, and that's what the next one is. Do listen to your gut instinct during an investigation. If you're not feeling right about it, step back. There's no shame in that. Do be prepared to take immediate action against potential harmful spirits. Get ready to Bible thump. Do
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Do have fun, but stay on guard. Especially at events. You're going there. It's a known hot spot. That's why they have events at these places.
Yeah.
So have a blast, but take care of yourself at the same time.
Also, with events, you never know who you're going to be with because they usually just group a bunch of random people together. So, you kind of have to, I don't know, get the feeling from the other people in your group because usually they'll break up the groups into smaller groups.
Take it seriously.
Yeah, take it seriously because not everybody will, but see how the other people are reacting and acting and just, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but you're going to have different kind of people in there and they're not going to, you may have some that are not serious about the situation.
Right. Yeah, because you're going to have people in there that, this is their first event too, and they've just seen the shit on TV, and they're going to go in there, and they're going to act like idiots.
They're going to go
And
in
it's gonna
thinking
happen.
that as soon as they get there, something spooky is going to happen.
Yeah.
Some ghost is going to grab them or speak to them, or they're going to walk out with claw marks. Or
You're going to have
And-
the big mouths, the laughers, the
Skeptics.
talkers, the skeptics,
Which I don't mind the skeptics.
No.
I don't mind the skeptics either,
Yeah.
as long as they're not being assholes.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But if, you are going to encounter those that are that are so scared, they're nervous, so they're going to laugh. They're nervous laughers, nervous
Yeah.
talkers. So you
Yeah.
just kind of have to that's the only issue about events.
Yeah. Okay. And don't take your safety or that of your team for granted. Watch out for yourself and others.
Here, Aaron, go sit in there for an hour by yourself in
Yeah.
the dark.
Yeah.
I'm going to go investigate this door.
Yeah. And that's our next one. Don't go ghost hunting alone.
Please don't.
Which, I mean,
For
that's
real.
how I started out. I'm not going to lie.
stupid.
I used to go
I-
sit
yeah,
in places
I've
by
done it,
myself,
done it, Been there, done that.
Yeah.
But it's always
But
a
it's
bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't participate if you're not feeling it, or if you're feeling ill or overtired, angry, or stressed out. Don't bring negative energies into that.
Oh, yeah, you make a target of yourself.
Yeah, you totally do.
Anybody that goes into an investigation, a haunted location with, and I don't want to target people, but weakened immune systems, if you've had a really rough week, if you've had a death in the family, if you've had a recent illness, anybody that has a weakened system in general
Yeah.
is a lot more susceptible to getting an attachment. Just
Yep.
know that. So if you've had
To get an attachment or to be picked on by
Yes.
something.
Yeah, and to some people that sounds like fun. Ooh, I can bring a ghost home to me.
not fun.
No, it's not.
It's not
It's
fun.
not fun. It's not fun. I said, I have to get rid of one frequently. So
Yeah. So just keep in mind that anybody that has those, has been through those events in their life, just err on the side of caution.
Yeah. And
maybe sit that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one I'm going to say, and this is in our bylaws, with our team, you have to sign paperwork saying that this will not happen. You don't ever go hunting ghosts while under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Never.
Never, ever. We've taken alcohol into locations as a trigger object,
But we've never consumed it.
but we've never consumed it and never will.
No.
Not during the investigation.
Not only does that hinder, everything, but you never, if you're going to go into a haunted location, why put yourself through, why, I don't know, inebriate yourself to the point of not remembering what you just, what you could have experienced.
Right. Yeah.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
But seriously, there's no reason to, go into a place. I mean, especially if you're going to spend money,
Yeah.
if you're going to put out the money for a well-known haunted location, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make an ass out of yourself.
Yeah.
Show up sober and ready to do things right,
Yeah.
just like you would for a regular job.
Seriously, though. I mean, this is kind of like an unpaid job.
Yeah, we don't get paid for this,
No.
but I mean,
But we love it, and
We
we
do
love
love it.
helping
I
people.
mean-
and,
Yeah.
Gathering data for the field.
But regardless, we don't go
Never
intoxicated.
Ever. No,
No.
never ever. But so if everything we've told you thus far hasn't helped, or you still have questions, you can go online. There's tons of resources online to look up for protection, and there's also books. Lots of books.
lots of books.
And I went through and just looked on Amazon and just got a couple here to give you guys. The number one that I would actually go out and get, it's The Ghost Hunter's Survival Guide, Protection Techniques for Encounters with the Paranormal. And it's by Michelle Ballinger. Michelle Ballinger was the psychic medium with Paranormal State that used to come on A&E. But she wrote this book on protection techniques. So check that one out. I mean, And it's not very expensive. I think it was under $10. And if you have a Kindle and you do the Kindle Unlimited, it's free. You know?
Nice.
So go check that book out.
I should do that.
You should, yeah.
I have that free until the 26th.
There you go.
Better read fast.
I
Read
know.
fast. But then there's another one, Spiritual Protection for Paranormal Investigators by Dr. Carol A. And I can't see that writing because it's so small. Is that polio?
That's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
Polio.
Poliosis?
It looks like polio. P-O-L-L-I-O.
Okay. I see. I don't have my glasses, and that's, yeah.
You getting
The one that doesn't have the glasses
This
is trying to
doing the
read.
Yeah. I'm trying to take one for the team, dadgummit.
Good, because I'm looking up other stuff.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Amy, go ahead and read those other two there.
Okay, so the next one would be spiritual cleansing. I need to get my eyes checked, but not as bad as you do, apparently. Spiritual
Bad.
cleansing, a handbook of psychic protection by, and I'm going to butcher this name because I'm sure this is not how it's pronounced, but it's Draja Mekaharik.
Butchered.
I mean,
That's one
No,
of those
actually,
freaking-
that's really good.
That's a $2 word right there.
it's probably not how it's pronounced, though. And then there's Archangelology, Michael Protection. If you call them, they will come by Kim Caldwell.
That one was easy.
But I mean, all, you know, and that was me looking for 30 seconds and found these 4 books. So, I mean, there's tons out there. If you guys have questions, you know, check it out. And I'll make it easy. I'll even put links to each one of these 4 that I mentioned in the podcast notes.
Look at you being all nice.
So you can just click on it and go buy it. And if you buy it, it may, you know, it may help us out a little
If you
bit.
buy it, it will come.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, I mean, I'll put a link up that helps us out a little bit so we can help buy more equipment for this
Help
podcast
us
studio.
help you.
Yeah. I
Help
mean,
us help you.
this shit ain't cheap at all.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No.
Dead.
But we pay the money and we love it.
We love it
Yes.
because we love you.
Yes.
We love all of you.
And other than the books, you can always go to the Ghost Hunter store online and you can find protection metals, crystals, herbs, and even holy water. They'll ship holy water to you.
And even an evil chihuahua outside your door.
Yeah. But and they
He's
have
not that evil. He just hates me.
he just
Yeah.
he just has to get used to you. But I mean, they have blessed crucifixes and all kinds
They
of
really
cool-
have everything.
That store is awesome. So
Yeah.
so Adam, definitely check them out. The Ghost Hunter store.
I'm going to have to check him out.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're feeling a little froggy,
We're not going there yet.
are you sure? Because I
No.
found a really good
no,
one.
No, we're not going there yet. We're going to take
man.
we're going to play a quick bumper just so we can get Josh's name out there, and we'll be right back. And we've got some cool stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So many people spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on that perfect infrared camera, hoping to catch that epic paranormal shot or simply to document their nighttime escapades, only to pair it up with an IR illuminator that gives off a hot spot in the center of the frame and performs subpar for their camera's capabilities. We did the same thing. Let me save you some time and money spent on multiple IR lights with one name, Deadlight. Created from the minds of Josh Bender and Justin Brown, who are also paranormal investigators, the Deadlight is the elite light to add to your camera arsenal. We have tested the Deadlight and illuminated areas up to 300 feet away. Did I mention these lights are built like a tank? Super durable and sturdy construction. Josh builds each Deadlight to meet your needs and is in constant contact during the building process, so forget the other lights out there and go straight to the best. You can check out the complete line of Deadlights on Facebook at Deadlight LLC. Justin and Josh are constantly exploring new features to add to the Deadlights. ETGS will never use another light in the field, simply because nothing else compares. Get your Deadlight today and you too can light up the night.
Paratalk with East Tennessee Ghost Seekers, the new perspective in paranormal talk radio. You're listening to Paratalk. If you have a question or an experience to share, email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. And now, back to Paratalk.
Okay, guys, welcome back to Paratalk. So, while scouring the interwebs for all this protection stuff, and really every week when we're looking through stuff for the topics that we're going to discuss on each week's episode, it always takes us to eBay.
Of course. I mean, eBay has everything.
eBay has...
I bet they have toilet paper.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
They probably do, and it's probably...
Like $400 for a pack of
crazy
4.
expensive, probably.
Probably.
But in that scouring of the eBay, there's all kinds of shit on there. You can have your very own haunted items.
Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable.
And Andrea's found a couple really good haunted items that you can buy directly on eBay.
The eBay.
And have it sent to you. So tell us about a couple of those nifty little things you can buy on the eBay.
The first one is haunted Mongolian ghost oil, available nowhere else. But there's no doll, so don't worry. Right?
Ghost oil?
Ghost oil.
I didn't know ghosts were oily.
Yes, apparently. It's right now it's $29.99 or best offer. You know. So
okay. Do you get an empty bottle?
Well,
is the oil itself the ghost?
No, there's oil in the bottle.
Oh.
It is shipped from the United States, if anyone is interested.
From the United States?
Well, they brought it back to the U.S.
Oh, from...
Mongolia. So, in the description, it says that this is a ultra rare ghost oil that I acquired on my recent travels to Mongolia. In order to get this oil yourself, you will have to travel miles and miles on a camel or horseback to get to a powerful shaman who resides all the way out in the desert. This person acquired a small quantity to bring back with me of them, as much as they could pass customs clearance. So they only have a limited quantity available, and when it's gone, people.
So they got through customs.
Yes. So this ghost oil is to open the realms of reality. It will make you in tune with the paranormal and help you to communicate with them on a deeper level. You will be able to conjure and draw the spirits close to you. Bring in powerful protectors. Bring in spirits to help you with your needs. The spiritual realm is filled with enormous power, and you will have all that power at your fingertips. This is rare and only a few in stock. You do not want to miss this, especially if you are a spirit collector. It will help you to communicate more deeply with your entities. This oil is amazing. It has changed my life because it has helped me have the abilities to speak and see spirits.
Or hallucinate.
Yeah, sorry. Brian just says on the chat, said ectoplasm has a rarity level. Yes, it does.
Super rare. And because of this oil, they were able to do the job they do today. It helped them so much. This is why they wanted so badly to bring some of this back to the States to make a few lucky people happy. They are so pleased to be able to offer this to them, to everyone, and they hope that you will have the chance to get your hands on a bottle before they are gone. They also have gotten themselves a few bottles because they swear about the stuff. Mm-hmm. And be sure to also check out the Mongolian Prophecy Oil and Manifestation Oil. There are also limited quantities of them as well. And once they are gone, they are gone. So to use this ghost oil, they say to apply a small amount of the oil to your candle or yourself before meditation. conjuring or spirit communication. And it's very easy to use, and a small amount goes a long way. So this will last for a very long time. You will love it. And a bonus tip, they decorated the bottle for an amazing decorative look. So enjoy. And, if you have any questions, you can ask them. So
I kind of want to buy it.
So
I kind of want to buy it just to see.
It can be yours.
What it really is.
So if you're not interested in that, I will sell you a diaper with a ghost turd in it. Yeah.
Or we can sell you one with a real one in it, because we get plenty of those every other weekend.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I know there are a lot of people out there who want to talk to the spirit world and so on. And there are a lot of people out there who want to make money. So they capitalize on that. I'm not saying that these people are full of shit. I'm saying they're really good at marketing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really irresponsible. It's really irresponsible to sell, even if it works. It's irresponsible to sell that to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. It's like giving an 8-year-old a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Right. And, we laugh about this, but, you have to think about the people that.
But I am
believe
tempted
it.
to buy it.
Because you want to, it's that curiosity. You're
I kinda
curious
wanna-
about what, and, does it smell like olive oil?
Castor oil.
Because
It smells like Casper oil.
Castor oil. There you
castor
go. Yeah.
oil. So I have another one.
Yeah. What else can you buy on the eBay?
Amongst other things, right now you can get a haunted Dybbuk box, which, cursed with a warning, is extremely active and will ruin your life, for the low price of $66.66.
That makes
plus
sense.
shipping, which doesn't.
No. When you said witch cursed, does that mean it is cursed or a witch cursed it?
A witch. Witch.
Okay, so I'm going to call bullshit on that too,
Yeah.
because most of the witches I know don't curse people or objects, especially not for profit.
Right. So in the description of this one, if you're going to buy a box, Dybbuk box, music box, jewelry box, you kind of want to open this thing, right?
Yep.
Well, on this one, you must never open, ever.
Right. You're not supposed to open a Dybbuk box.
Right. These boxes, multiple, came from my grandmother, who was a collector. She explained to them once when they were younger that the boxes that she had were pure evil and needed to be kept safe at all times. Every time they would go to stay with the grandmother, they felt drawn to them, and they swore that they were not crazy, but it felt like they were being compelled to open them. They are almost always very warm to the touch and give off a weird smell. And after the grandmother passed, they locked them away in a storage locker until they moved. There's
a dead rat in there. That's the weird smell. There's a dead rat.
So they were brought into the owner's
A moldy dead rat.
owner's new house by accident, and were left in the garage in a box. And let's see, and this person's son immediately fell very sick after they moved in.
Oh, so she wants to sell you her bad luck.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of what it seems like. And so this person was taking care of the son one day and noticed that he had taken a few of the boxes and opened one of them. So, and he hid the box under his bed and swore he hadn't touched them. These boxes have got to go, obviously. They don't want to just throw them away, as it would be disrespectful to the grandmother. I mean, right?
Give them to a church.
Whoever
Tell
gets
them what
these,
they are.
They say, please be careful please be careful with them for your own sake. And they cannot stress enough, please do not open them. And they also include that you will also get the witch bottle, which is sealed with blood-infused red wax. And just as a warning, these items have the power to ruin your life. So if you're not experienced with the paranormal, do not purchase these.
So I'm going to create a Dybbuk box, okay? And I'm going to sell it on eBay. You know, somebody's eventually going to open it.
Absolutely.
You know what's going to be inside of it?
A dead rat.
No.
Oh.
Gotcha. Yes. I will print out, I will cut out in vinyl the gotcha hand and put it in the bottom of the box.
Yes.
I mean,
Maybe a
makes
plastic
sense.
Halloween rat or something.
That would be hilarious.
Somebody would buy it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
you know, just having looked through this
Plethora of...
plethora of items,
Did you find me a haunted doll?
which one can I tell you? Because
Tell me about a haunted doll. You know I want a haunted doll.
I know you want a haunted doll, and the amount of the
I
number.
saw some of them that were like $30.
That's it. $30.
Yeah.
That's nothing on some of these.
No, I said that were just $30. I mean,
Yeah.
there were some on there
Oh,
that were
yeah.
like 400.
Yeah, you can totally. Actually, you can get the haunted Geppetto sisters for $15.50.
The haunted Geppetto sisters.
Yes, in fact, you know it is one of the best offers. So you make your bid, but it's
I give you about $3.50.
I give you battery biddy,
And you better throw in shipping.
That's right.
please. So yeah, the Geppetto, the haunted jester doll. That's what it is.
Oh.
You know.
Hell no. Jester dolls creep me out. Dolls creep me out.
These are the Geppetto sisters, and they were dolls used in a sleep study room in Louisiana for tests on patients with nightmares. They were sold due to people complaining they were causing nightmares to be worse when being tested with them in the room.
I bet they were. I want to see. Is there a picture?
Yeah, hold on. They haven't noticed that with them, but they have noticed movement and changes in their jewelry and things in their room. The girls are definitely territorial and love anything that sparkles and shines, of course. I would suggest a bright and colorful home. Do not leave expensive jewelry around them, though they seem to misplace jewelry often. They like a more private setting, so don't place them in a room a lot of people enter. Handle with care.
Okay, let me see these dolls.
Same.
Because,
Seriously, they are pretty creepy.
Steven's going to be buying them.
oh my God.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, I need those. I need those dolls in my life.
Seriously though, they're pretty
They are-
entertaining. They actually don't look old.
They're kind of cute as far as dolls go.
I think they're adorable, honestly.
Okay, I also saw on there it was a Bozo, Bozo the clown, that was haunted, and
Ooh.
yeah, it was a Bozo the clown, and what was the other little clown that was with Bozo?
Oh, God, I don't remember.
I can't remember the name.
That was a long time ago.
yeah.
Bozo had a friend.
Yes. If anybody listening can remember what Bozo's partner was, send a message. Let us know.
Seriously though, they do have some really incredible looking dolls on eBay. Whether they're actually haunted, that's TBD. But I mean, looking through the stuff that people put on eBay it almost errs on the side of humorous, because you're just like, really? Like a photo, a haunted photo.
We have one.
Well, I know.
That's true.
I get that. I wouldn't buy this photo for $80. A haunted Illuminati bracelet of mind control.
Okay.
Yeah, so many haunted dolls, so many haunted antique boxes.
I mean, I like boxes, so I might
Yeah.
consider some of those just because I like boxes. But
Here's,
my husband would probably kill me for bringing another box in the house.
right. And here's Georgie, the haunted clown.
Oh, what does Georgie look like, and
let's
how
see.
expensive
Georgie
is he?
actually looks creepy, and he's only $19.99 plus $10 shipping.
Let me see.
Oh,
Georgie.
I like
Oh,
him.
I did see
I might have to
Georgie.
look him
Yeah.
up and make a purchase because Chuck is terrified of clowns. Well, not terrified. He just hates them.
Do you want to hear the description on him?
Yes.
So Georgie, the haunted clown, is 25 inches tall. He belonged to this person's aunt, who was really big into witchcraft. She gave him and his brother to this person as a gift. They had Georgie in their house for almost a week and ready to get rid of him. Lights flicker on and off. Their TV goes on and off by itself. They have found their cabinets open, and it just feels like there's a dark presence in their house. They've had enough and want him gone.
Very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I found the bozo.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and look at bozo.
Oh, Bozo is creepy.
Yeah. So this is a haunted paranormal 28-inch Bozo the Clown doll vessel. And
whenever you get done with that, I got another one. That's just, wow. I'm not even sure that this should be mentioned on our podcast.
no, go ahead. Yeah. Well, this Bozo the Clown doll, it's $16.45. That's the starting bid. And there's a day and 15 hours left on it. So if you guys are
I guess I know
interested-
what Steven's buying tomorrow.
Adam is leaving, so gotta run. Thank you, Stephen, Andrea, and Amy. Looking forward to next week.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
See you next
Thanks
week.
for calling in, brother. All right, so the one you just found?
It is a haunted erotic female succubus ring
I saw that on there.
for the low price of $49.99 or best offer.
A succubus ring.
Yeah, it's this person that is selling it has been a
Do you
collector
remember that
for
movie?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Succubus? Yeah.
Succubus.
It was a great movie.
Yeah. You haven't seen Succubus? It was like, what, early to mid-90s?
I think it was like 80s.
It may have been.
Maybe.
I don't know.
May have been.
The Entity. Have you seen The Entity?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's an older movie. It was about the chick that got
Probably
handled,
not then.
handled
Handled.
by
I don't think I have
incubus.
actually.
Yeah.
So
It's really good. You need to see
I'll
it.
have to check it out. So the seller has been a collector for many years. They've traveled the world in search of new items to buy and trade. Their collection and knowledge of these items are very special to them and are always looking to add to their collection. This hobby of theirs is a lifestyle and would love to add to their collection of items while sharing their current collection with everyone at the same time. If you have any questions about this collection of items or interest in others, please contact them. It's literally a ring. It's a haunted erotic female succubus ring. That's all it is.
It's a pretty ring.
It is a very pretty ring, and I'm thinking, I'm not even like, if they had put in a little bit more description on why they consider it a succubus ring,
Right.
maybe that would
Or
sell it.
haunted.
Or haunted. you know?
Maybe a guy bought it for his girlfriend or his wife. She put it on, and she became a sex fiend.
Maybe.
Could be.
I'm buying you that ring.
Well, how about you buy me this ring? Haunted Demon Companion Summoner's Ring of Solomon.
Yeah.
I like the way that one sounds.
Yeah.
What's that look like?
It's actually quite impressive.
So
It's huge, actually.
is this like?
Dude, look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's badass.
That is badass.
Yeah. So tell
I
us
would
about
wear
that ring.
I would wear it.
It's massive. It's $59.99 or best offer. You will receive the ring. Hold on. You receive the ring in the picture and the printout of further information. Welcome to the realm of mystery. The owner of this ring has been a collector for many years and travel. Oh, this is the same person.
Is it the same person with the
Yes.
the ectoplasm?
It's this. No, it's the same person as the
Succubus ring.
succubus ring. But this one says that the full instructions and name is included. This is a dark arts item and not recommended for the novice. Have everything at your fingertips: money, wealth, power, love, and everything your heart's desires.
Impotence.
The ring was cast upon in 1976. This entity lives to serve its master in every wish. Ring does not need to be worn. And I just absolutely love.
So if y'all are looking for anything for me for Christmas, late birthday
Right.
present, whatever, I'll take it.
And I absolutely love that eBay pretty much makes anybody selling a quote unquote haunted item
Put a disclaimer on it.
They put a disclaimer that says it's for entertainment purposes only. So you're looking at these and you're like,
Is
but
it for real?
it?
Yeah.
Is it really? But I mean, this is pretty cool. I've never seen a ring like this. Y'all go look up the Haunted Demon Companion Summoner's Ring of Solomon. Tongue twister. $59.99. I'm telling you, so this is like my new hobby is just looking up haunted. Here's a haunted ring of werewolf transformation.
Ooh, I always wanted to be a werewolf.
Me too.
Right? This ring actually looks pretty darn cool.
I'm halfway there. I'm kind of hairy.
You are kind of hairy.
Yes. It like glows, man.
I see
I
that one.
like it.
Very cool.
It looks like a full moon.
It does, man. Seriously, if you guys are just bored, go onto eBay and just look at
Type in haunted items. That's what I do.
I did haunted, and it just brought up all this stuff. Hold on. I want to see.
Can we get like an old Ouija board on there?
Okay, maybe, but
have one.
can I just say that this werewolf transformation ring says one of our most powerful werewolf transformation rings takes 7 days, all instructions included.
How to become a werewolf.
Can somebody please purchase this haunted ring of werewolf transformation for $49.99 or best offer? They can get it between like March 19th and March 21st. Let us know in 7 days if you've turned into a werewolf.
Send us pictures.
Please.
I want a video of the morphing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to spend $50.
I mean, if you
on
don't
it.
actually transform, I can teach you to howl at the moon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can sell you an Aussie album.
dude, here's
Yes.
a haunted
That was
clown
a
doll
good
named
one.
Damien.
A what?
This is Damien, the haunted clown doll. Dark vibes, disruptive activity, and disturbing and noisy for $42 plus $8 shipping. Damien,
Very cool.
Damien is an unknown. Ooh, tiny writing. Sorry, guys. Damien is an unknown entity conjured via Ouija board session during a party many years ago. Aren't they all?
Yeah.
The participants were none too careful when calling up the spirit, showing no respect for anything but a game meant to scare each other. They summoned something real that night that did not leave, and following some nasty personal experiences, they realized what they had done. Damien, for the most part, is a bad influence on most any environment and situation. Responsible for clumsy mistakes, unexplained noises, items going missing, things breaking and influencing the moods of others to the negative. Some think he is a harmless imp. Others doubt his existence and blame things on coincidence. Still, others maintain that he can be convinced to serve and bring misery to others, such as enemies or troublesome coworkers. He comes with a doll stand.
I mean, you can get a voodoo doll for that.
Right.
Come on.
He comes with a doll stand, which we were told it is advised to keep him in, as it somehow helps restrain the activity. Experience suggested, but not necessary, as long as you rely on your own intuition and impressions received from the photos of this seemingly benign 8-inch porcelain doll. I mean, this dude looks kind of, look at him.
Oh, wow. That's creepy.
Yeah, that is a creepy
I mean,
looking
he's
little
just
clown
like
guy.
not one of those where you're like, oh, he's so cute. And
Yeah,
you're
he's
just like,
not
whoa, he's kind of weird.
He's not cute.
So, if you're in the market for a vintage Ouija board,
Oh,
I found one. It's a vintage William. Pronounce the last name for me, Amy. Fold.
William Fold.
Yeah.
I've heard of William Fold.
It's before he was the original maker of them before like Parker Brothers brought them out.
All right. Ouija board, 1910 antique wooden board.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How
and
much?
$300 plus $10 shipping. But then
I'll pay the $10 shipping. Just give me the board.
I also found another one that is antique between 1915 and 1918 and actually looks a little better for $113. I mean, it's a beautiful
Oh, it's
board.
gorgeous.
It's a beautiful board.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
But y'all, for real, it's not a damn toy.
No,
it's not.
It's a tool. It's a tool.
Tool, not toy.
And if you don't know what you're doing, you can unleash a lot of bad shit.
Yep.
Seriously. And, while we're on this whole subject of haunted things on eBay, at your own discretion, purchase at your own discretion. However, you don't know what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, we're laughing about some of this stuff, but we don't know if there's actually something attached to it.
May be something honestly attached to it.
And if you're willing to spend $3,000 on an actively haunted compo doll, very big antique creepy blinker. Yeah, I just saw that. By all means, spend $3,000 on this actively haunted compo doll, very big antique creeper blinker. But you don't know if something is actually attached to it. And do you really, really, really want to bring something into your house that you are not sure of?
All right.
I mean,
Can
granted,
I bring it into my garage?
the detached garage, we do have the creepy kids in. So I'm not as upset about that.
Right.
I just don't want it in the house.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But seriously,
We have mirrors in the basement.
we do have mirrors in the basement. Lots.
Yeah.
What kind? I mean,
like mirrors that we've removed and they have been given to us.
Yeah. People give us mirrors. Apparently, we need to look at ourselves or something. I don't know. But anyway, if you're going to go and buy...
I need to see this collection.
They're like sparsely placed in the basement.
Yeah. All facing against the wall.
Not all of them.
Yeah. Every mirror that I have put in the basement is facing the wall.
Then they've moved.
Why?
Really?
Why are they facing the wall?
They're seriously... I've gone down there and they're like facing outwards.
What?
We'll go check later. Anyway, so if you're going to purchase one of these supposedly haunted items from eBay, just err on the side of caution. You don't know.
Buyer beware.
Exactly. Buyer beware. You don't know what is actually attached to that, whether it be absolutely nothing and you're just getting a really creepy looking doll, or you could actually be getting like the spawn of Satan. Who knows?
Truth.
Yeah.
Never know.
Kind of like those Bradford pears. Spawn of Satan.
And if you do buy that spawn of Satan
Let us
and you
know.
want to get rid of it, holler at me.
Jeez.
I will take
It's
it off
going
your
in
Steve
hands.
wants to start his own museum.
I so do.
He's going to start
my
his
God,
own
that would
museum
be
in
awesome.
that detached garage. 'cause
That's
it ain't coming in here.
my one of my bucket list trips is
Zach Baggins Museum and the Warrens Museum.
the Warrens Museum.
Yeah, I want to go to both.
I mean,
all of the above.
I just have a hard time
wanna go to Vegas.
supporting Zach.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. But he has got some cool shit. I mean, that's just like I've
I mean, we
said.
could probably get a flight really cheap right now.
That's true.
It's like I've said, 1,000 times. He gets on my nerves more than anyone in the paranormal field. But
He
they
is
get some of the best evidence of anyone on TV. I mean,
because they're so pushy.
well, I mean, okay.
Part of the reason he irritates me, he and his team irritate me, is because they're very much a go stir shit up and walk away team.
Right. Yeah.
I disagree with that 100%. You don't go in
Stir the pot and leave.
exactly. You don't stir the pot and leave. You don't go in acting the way that they do sometimes. And honestly, the other thing that irritates the shit out of me about him is his monotonousness.
Hey, Aaron, go to this haunted location and you sit there and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to like...
Eat fruit roll-ups.
I'm going to watch the DVR and I'm going to tell you if I see something. And
Oh my God, guys. Did you hear that?
that was so startling.
Did you see that?
I'm so scared.
Did you see that? That ball of light came out of Billy's ass and into Aaron's mouth, and now he's talking shit.
I just can't. And then,
He's a pretty face.
yeah, but he's not that pretty. I know there are those that disagree with me. He's just not that pretty to have no personality.
I have to say that if you are watching, like, the mass quantity of paranormal shows. He ranks up in the top 5%.
I'll give you that. Okay, out of all the paranormal shows, he's probably the best looking one there, or
in the top 5%.
In the top 5. Yeah, but
That's
he
just
needs
because
some
I don't have my own
personality.
show yet, guys.
That's so true.
But
Steven were on there, he'd be top 1.
yeah.
he wouldn't need any goofy ass glasses to look cool either.
No, I probably would need goofy ass glasses to
he
see
just
before
need
long.
goofy ass glasses.
But anyway, this has been an awesome episode.
It really has.
We've had fun.
Always do.
Always.
Yes. And I hope that everyone listening has enjoyed. And I hope that we helped our buddy Adam out. And
Thank you, Adam,
Yeah,
for
he's
being
gone.
our long-term, 4-month, 5-month person.
I mean, for him to binge every one of our podcasts in
I
the last 4
know.
months.
That's pretty epic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
We
And
love every one of you.
Yes. And to all you guys that listen in, we thank you. You don't have any idea how much we appreciate you
And
guys.
thank you,
coming on.
everyone that has actually shared
Yeah.
our podcast.
Yeah.
That is fan-freaking-tastic. We can't thank you enough for that.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
You guys are the
when
best.
we started this,
The best.
there was no way I would have thought that we would be being downloaded in, right now, 34 different countries.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Thank you all over the world.
Yeah, I would
that
have
is
never
awesome.
thought that.
Seriously.
And, I'm stoked about that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We need some of them people to call in so I can hear their accents.
Yes.
You know me and my accent people.
I know.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yep. So, any of you guys, we're here every Friday night at 8 o'clock
Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Tennessee time.
Tennessee time.
East Tennessee time.
Is she allowed to have any more Smirnoff?
No, I'm
when
not.
when we're
I
recording?
think maybe half next
Yeah.
time.
Not a 16 ounce. On an empty stomach.
On an empty stomach. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Good
I'd be
God.
laying in the
This has
floor
been
drooling.
a great show, everyone. I love you all.
Yep.
You're my
Jeez,
best
but,
friend.
I bet you right now, whenever that Mandy listens to this podcast
Yeah.
from Vodka and Ghost, and what did you say?
She's going to hate that she missed this.
She's going to hate that she missed this, and she's going to be so laughing because you've got a little buzz.
Shut up.
She is. She's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. I will be hearing from her.
You tell her I love her.
She just heard you.
Everyone's my best friend.
Yeah.
You're a goober.
Don't drink during investigations. Podcasts are acceptable.
I mean,
Yes. Yes, they
and
are.
it's like Friday nights.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys
Yes,
for
thank
listening
you all.
and tuning in and sharing. And thank our little dog in there for barking through this whole damn thing.
He misses us.
Yeah, he really
He's
does.
a demon.
Yeah.
It's the cat. The cat is the demon. No, he's not a demon. He's precious.
You just said it. It took alcohol to make her admit that cat's a freaking demon.
He's precious. I love him.
Yeah. But thank you
He's
guys.
just got you fooled.
And, next week we should have Steve back with us and hopefully have Amy with us again.
And Nanner pudding moonshine.
Oh my gosh. Do you think this Smurdoff did something?
Lord God, we're going to get redneck wasted.
Don't take much.
All right, guys. Again, I will post links to the books to help you guys out with your protections and all that going on. And thank you. Thank you.
Yes, and if you have
Thank you.
so bravely decided to purchase anything from eBay that's haunted, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And if you have a topic that you would like us to discuss on another episode of Paratalk, shoot us an email at etgsparatalk@gmail.com. That's exactly what Adam Hockeyman did.
It's my hockey man.
And we covered
I know
his
you're
topic
married. I'm
tonight.
sorry.
Yeah. You're married too. She forgot that for a second.
I
Amy.
did not.
She totally forgot that for a
She
second.
didn't
Amy.
forget for a second.
Didn't.
She's just
Thank
a
you,
little
LC.
dulled with the alcohol.
Yeah. And yeah. Thank you, LCU. We appreciate it. But for Paratalk, I'm Steven.
I'm Andrea.
And I'm Amy.
And we'll see you guys next week. Stay spooky, my friends.
That's all, folks.
You've been listening to Paratalk with the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers. If you have a question or comment about the show you've just heard, or you have an experience to share, or you need to contact us concerning an investigation, feel free to email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. That's 865-264-0448. We invite you to find and like the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us online at easttnghostseekers.org. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Paratalk.